Kaylee, what is our first main topic today?
John, our first main topic comes to us from Michael M. Hey crew, so I was scrolling Twitter when I saw an announcement from Netflix. They are apparently making a feature film of Gears of War, followed by an animated series for adults after it premieres. What are your thoughts on this project? Hopefully we are starting a golden age of gaming adaptations. Bring on the filthy.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of talk about that because not only is this game getting me a lot of excitement revolving around Last of Us coming out. Of course, they've already announced they're going to be adapting the God of War, all that. I mean, so we could be entering the era that I and a lot of other people thought we were going to be entering when we had Assassin's Creed and World of Warcraft coming out. Like, that was when a lot of us thought, now this is going to usher in the golden age of video game movies. Yeah, that didn't quite work out, but maybe now we're on the precipice of it. Maybe yes, maybe no. A Gears of War title is interesting that they're doing this. It can't be cheap, right? I mean, this is a sci-fi. This isn't like, if you're looking at something instead of like Metal Gear Solid or something like that, you can do that in a more practical kind of way. It becomes a little bit easier to make, probably less expensive to make. Something like Gears of War with its sci-fi elements and all that kind of stuff, that's an expensive feature film to make. But this is not the first time we've heard that we're going to do a movie and launch a series with it. Because weren't they going to do that with, what's the Stephen King one?
Dark Tower.
Right? Yes, yeah. They were going to do that. They were going to do the movie.
Ron Howard had Ron Howard. Yeah.
And they were going to do all this kind of stuff. That didn't come to fruition. It's happened a couple of other times. Now, the other one that they said they were doing it for that it looks like it is going to happen is Dune. But that's not an animated series going along with it. But we've seen it before where these studios would say, we're going to do this whole interconnected live action, big screen, small screen, animated, whatever thing. And sometimes, well, maybe once it's come to pass, and quite often it hasn't. So I don't know about that, but it's at least intriguing. And I like seeing that Netflix is constantly trying to do something a little bit different. And listen, I wouldn't have pegged them for doing this, but I'm curious to see how this one turns out. Anyway, Christian, you hear about this. What do you think about Netflix trying to take on a live action feature film of Gears of War and while doing an adult slanted animated series of it?
I think the difference between, like, say, Dark Tower, if they're going to do, a movie, is that that they know what they need to hit inside of their numbers on their streaming, so they're probably going to do it all because they know that's what they're going to have to produce. As opposed to Dark Tower, it's like, well, hopefully this hits the amount of box office that we need it to make, and if it's tracking well enough, we'll put it into gear. And there was too much relying on the box office in general, and there was no, like, Netflix. The game has changed with streaming, right? Yeah. And I think that although the golden, not necessarily golden age, but a better age of video games has also started because of streaming, and because I still think the way to do, and I know that people follow me, they're like, oh, you say this about everything, but when it comes to TV and streaming, I think that games should really be series because it's just so involved that you have to cut out too much. And I think that's a big reason why a lot of these movies have not worked, because they always change, like, the core of the game.
Right.
And they change what made it so special. Oh, they won't care. We'll change it as long as they have a few of the characters. I know we did care. We care about the stories because the stories are so intricate inside of the games. And that's why if they ever did Knights of the Old Republic, I want it to be a series, right? If they ever, Gears of War would be interesting as a movie, but I would like to see that as a full-on series. I really would. But I think this is a good move by Netflix. It's a big property, and they don't have to rely just on box office to make it ahead.
What's funny, too, is I think the greatest thing, any video game adaptation of any kind ever, is probably Arcane, in my opinion.
I was just going to say, that's one of the points I was going to make.
Yeah. I love, it's my favorite, just video, it's my favorite animated series ever. I think it's that good. But what's funny about that is it takes nothing from the game. Like, it's all completely original story that they just wrote from, and they kind of base it on those characters. So there could be different ways to skin a cat here. But anyway, Rob, you hear about this. Do you think Gears of War is the type of property that Netflix can succeed with something like this?
Well, yeah, because you brought up Arcane, Dota that I worked on, Cyberpunk, the what is it, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, whatever it's called. Those are all game adaptations that they've turned into. And those are broad adaptations because, League of Legends and Dota, they're melee games, so there's not a lot of extended story there. And they've done a really good job. Netflix has done a really good job with those properties. And I can see them doing a great job with the adult animation because it's worked for them. I'd love to see a Gears of War movie just because I think it'd be cool. And if Netflix is going to do it, it looks like they have a plan. I think more power to them. Let's see it happen.
Sean Levy's going to direct it.
Right after his 3 Star Wars
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Well, he's doing a lot with Netflix. All right, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Do you like the idea of a Gears of War movie going to Netflix with with an animated series, an adult-themed animated series? Are these just the best laid plans of mice and men that won't come to anything, or do you think this one can actually have a chance? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, we want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of this video, Athletic Greens. Now, I started taking Athletic Greens because I don't eat enough vegetables, and I was looking for a way to make up for that deficit in my diet of those vitamins and minerals that I really need in my system, and thank goodness I found Athletic Greens, and I literally take it every morning. You see, with 1 scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole foods, source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help you start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, all the things. And my wife got onto it, and now she absolutely loves it. You know, tons of people take some kind of multivitamin, and it's important to choose one with high-quality ingredients that your body will actually absorb, like Athletic Greens. So right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with a convenient daily nutrition, especially heading into the flu and cold season. It's just 1 scoop and a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/Campea. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/Campea to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.